Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like you were living someone else's life? Have you ever wondered if the person you present to the world is truly who you are inside? You're not alone. And today, we're going to change that. Imagine standing tall, seeing yourself not through the eyes of fear or failure, but through the eyes of strength, wisdom, and purpose. Imagine shedding the old labels and stepping into the person you were meant to be. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Stoicism reminds us that real change begins not when the world shifts, but when we shift the way we see ourselves. If you're tired of doubting your worth, tired of letting fear control your narrative, this is your moment. It's time to break free. It's time to master your mind and reclaim your story. Hit that subscribe button, like this video, and drop a comment sharing how you're ready to see yourself differently. Let's build a community of strength, resilience, and true self-mastery. Your real journey starts now. Let's begin. Number 1, turn dreams into reality. Imagine yourself standing on the edge of a vast mountain range, staring out at the limitless horizon. The wind brushes your face, the world feels enormous, and inside your heart, a quiet voice whispers, "This could all be yours." You see visions of a better life, goals fulfilled, passions pursued, inner peace mastered. Yet between where you stand and where you want to be lies a rugged, demanding climb. Turning your dreams into reality isn't about mere wishes. It's about finding the courage, the strategy, and the discipline to take that first step and then every step after it. Picture a sculptor with a massive, unshaped block of marble. At first glance, it looks like nothing, just a heavy, stubborn rock. But in the sculptor's mind, there is already a masterpiece hidden within. Each swing of the hammer, each careful chisel stroke, brings that masterpiece closer to life. It's not easy. It's tedious. Sometimes pieces fall away wrongly. Sometimes it feels like progress is invisible. But day after day, the sculptor returns, carving, shaping, refusing to give up until the vision becomes reality. Your dreams are the same, raw, hidden, possible, but they require daily action, faith, and patience to reveal their true form. Stoic philosophy teaches us that dreams alone are nothing without the will and discipline to act. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." In other words, clarity must come first, a vivid decision of who you aim to become, followed by action rooted in resilience. The Stoics never sat around hoping life would hand them meaning or success. They believed in shaping their destiny through courage, discipline, and wisdom. Dreams to them were not fantasies, but blueprints for building reality, one deliberate choice at a time. Yet most people remain stuck between dreaming and doing. Why? Because the journey feels overwhelming. Fear creeps in, fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being enough. This fear tricks us into believing that dreaming is safer than trying. But Stoicism reminds us that the real danger lies not in failing, but in never beginning. Life itself is uncertain. There are no guarantees. But when you refuse to move, you guarantee only regret. Dreams demand risk. They demand the willingness to stumble, to fall, to stand back up fiercer than before. When you commit to the pursuit of your dreams with a stoic mind, you accept that obstacles are not interruptions. They are part of the path. Every hardship you face, every setback you endure, is another hammer strike shaping your character. You realize that your external achievements matter. Yes, but what matters even more is who you become in the process. Strength, wisdom, resilience. These are the true rewards that no one can ever take from you. So today, make a promise to yourself. Turn visions into plans, plans into actions, and actions into habits. Do not waste time waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. The perfect moment is now, raw and imperfect as it may be. Start small, start scared, start messy, but start. With each step you take, the distance between you and your dream shrinks, and you become stronger, braver, wiser. You are the sculptor of your future. You hold the chisel, You see the mountain ahead. The question is not whether you can reach the summit. You absolutely can. The real question is, will you take the first step today? Comment below one dream you are ready to bring to life. Let's inspire and push each other to turn imagination into achievement. Number 2, transform pain into power. Pain is an inescapable facet of the human experience. From the moment we enter the world, we are met with a spectrum of experiences that can cause us discomfort, distress, or suffering. Physical ailments, emotional heartache, and mental anguish are all part of the human condition. Pain is not a matter of if, but when. It is an inevitable aspect of life, woven into the very fabric of our existence. Whether it is the pain of loss, the sting of failure, or the discomfort of illness, we all encounter it at various points in our lives. The Stoics, ancient philosophers who sought to understand the human condition, recognized this truth and acknowledged that pain is an unavoidable part of being alive. They did not view pain as a punishment or a sign of weakness, but rather as a natural consequence of living in a world filled with both joy and sorrow. The surprising thing about pain, however, is that it holds within it the potential for transformation. While pain is inevitable, it is not merely a force of destruction. Pain can be a powerful catalyst for growth, a source of strength, and a profound teacher. This is where the wisdom of Stoicism becomes particularly relevant. The Stoics believe that while we cannot always control the circumstances that cause us pain, we can control how we respond to them. They taught that pain is not something to be feared or avoided at all costs, but rather it is an opportunity to exercise our resilience and to cultivate inner strength. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This encapsulates the Stoic view that our response to pain is what ultimately shapes our experience of it. Stoic teachings emphasize the importance of accepting pain as a natural part of life. The Stoics advocated for the practice of amor fati, which means to love one's fate. This does not mean resigning oneself to a life of misery, but rather it involves embracing the challenges and hardships that come our way as opportunities for growth. By accepting pain and viewing it as an inevitable aspect of life, we can learn to endure it with grace and composure. The Stoics believe that every challenge, every hardship, is an opportunity to test our character and to grow stronger. They understood that pain, when faced with courage and wisdom, can lead to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Consider the example of a person who has experienced a significant setback, such as losing a job or facing a serious illness. Initially, the pain of such an experience can be overwhelming, leading to feelings of despair and hopelessness. However, by adopting a Stoic mindset, this person can choose to see the setback as an opportunity to reassess their priorities, develop new skills, or deepen their relationships. In this way, the pain of the experience becomes a catalyst for personal growth and transformation. The Stoics would argue that it is not the pain itself that defines us, but how we respond to it. I have personally experienced the transformative power of pain in my own life. Several years ago, I faced a period of intense emotional turmoil that left me feeling lost and uncertain about my future. At the time, the pain felt insurmountable, and I struggled to find meaning in my suffering. However, as I began to explore Stoic philosophy, I discovered the concept of amor fati and the idea that pain can be a powerful teacher. This realization helped me to shift my perspective and to view my struggles as an opportunity for growth. Over time, I was able to transform my pain into a source of strength and resilience, ultimately leading to a deeper understanding of myself and my place in the world. Reflecting on my experience, I have come to understand that pain is not something to be avoided, but rather it is an integral part of the journey towards self-discovery and personal development. By embracing pain and learning from it, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience that serves us well in all aspects of life. This perspective does not diminish the reality of pain, but it does offer a way to move through it with greater ease and purpose. In conclusion, the Stoic approach to pain teaches us that while pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. By accepting pain as a natural part of life and viewing it as an opportunity for growth, we can transform it into a source of power and wisdom. As you navigate the challenges and hardships that come your way, I encourage you to ask yourself, how can I transform my pain into power? What lessons can I learn from this experience? By asking these questions, you open yourself up to the possibility of growth and transformation. Remember, the choice is yours. Will you allow pain to define you, or will you use it as a stepping stone toward a stronger, more resilient version of yourself? Number 3, focus on what truly matters. In today's world, it is incredibly easy to become lost in the noise. Social media platforms flood our minds with endless updates, comparisons, and distractions. We are constantly bombarded with images of people flaunting their successes, vacations, relationships, and lifestyles. Each scroll through Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and Twitter traps us deeper into a cycle of comparison and inadequacy. Add to that the expectations from family, friends, and even ourselves. Expectations to be successful, wealthy, married, educated, happy, and always progressing. Society demands that we chase after an endless list of goals, often ones we didn't even choose for ourselves. Amid this chaos, we risk living our entire lives fulfilling the dreams others designed for us, while ignoring what truly brings us inner peace and joy. The noise can be so overwhelming that we lose our sense of direction, becoming reactive rather than intentional about how we live. Have you ever paused and asked yourself, have I ever truly dedicated my time to what matters? Most of us spend years ticking boxes, school, job, marriage, children, house, car, without ever stopping to question if these are the things that ignite our spirit. We allow the clock to dictate our choices rather than our hearts. We become so entangled in busyness that we rarely stop to ask if our efforts align with our values and passions. It's not until a major life event shakes us, a loss, an illness, or an unexpected change, that we realize how much precious time we have wasted on trivial pursuits. Reflecting on this simple but powerful question can reveal much about whether we are living life meaningfully or merely existing. The ancient Stoic philosophers spoke deeply about focusing only on what is within our control and letting go of the rest. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Stoicism teaches that the pursuit of external validation is a path to frustration and unhappiness. Instead, fulfillment comes from aligning our actions with our virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. The Stoics remind us that fame, wealth, and the opinions of others are fleeting and ultimately irrelevant to a meaningful life. What matters most is how we respond to challenges, maintain inner tranquility, and remain faithful to our highest selves regardless of what the world demands. Focusing on what we can control, our thoughts, choices, and actions, is the gateway to true freedom. Take a moment to visualize a river. Imagine yourself trying to swim upstream against a fierce current, fighting to reach a goal that society has set for you. The more you struggle, the more exhausted and frustrated you become. Now picture letting go and allowing yourself to float with the current of your true passions and purpose. The journey becomes easier, and even the obstacles feel less daunting because you are aligned with your natural path. This is what focusing on what truly matters feels like. A life where energy is not wasted on appearances, but invested in substance. When you choose to prioritize what matters, you notice a profound change. Your relationships become richer because you no longer engage with people out of obligation, but out of genuine connection. Your work becomes more fulfilling because it aligns with your talents and interests, not merely with a paycheck. You experience less anxiety because you are not chasing illusions, but nurturing realities. Living with intention means stripping away the unnecessary and embracing simplicity, depth, and authenticity in every aspect of life. It's important to understand that focusing on what matters is not a one-time decision. It is a daily practice. Each morning presents an opportunity to realign ourselves with our purpose. Every action, no matter how small, can either bring us closer to or pull us farther away from a meaningful life. Discipline, mindfulness, and self-awareness are required to stay on course. We must cultivate the strength to say no to distractions and yes to our true calling, even when the world around us pressures us to conform. Finally, ask yourself, Am I truly living a life that reflects my deepest values and aspirations? If the answer is unclear or painful, that's okay. It simply means you are becoming aware. Awareness is the first step toward change. Life is too short and too precious to waste on things that do not nourish your soul. The time to focus on what truly matters is now. Number 4, achieve balance and true success. Imagine standing on a tightrope stretched across 2 towering cliffs. In one hand, you hold your dreams, ambitions, and career aspirations. In the other, you hold your health, relationships, inner peace, and personal well-being. As you walk carefully across, you realize that leaning too much toward one side will throw you off balance and lead to a devastating fall. The crowd below cheers for success, wealth, and achievements, but none of them can catch you if you fall. This tightrope walk represents the reality many of us face. The challenge of achieving balance between the outer symbols of success and the inner foundation of happiness. Without balance, no amount of money, fame, or recognition can shield us from the inner collapse that often comes with neglecting what truly sustains us. Reflecting on my own life experience, I realized there were times I chased external success relentlessly. Good grades, prestigious jobs, acknowledgement from others, believing that these achievements alone would bring lasting fulfillment. I worked long hours, neglected important relationships, and ignored signs of burnout because I thought temporary sacrifices would pay off. But what I found was an empty kind of success. Moments of triumph quickly swallowed by exhaustion and loneliness. It took personal setbacks, moments of illness, broken friendships, and deep dissatisfaction for me to understand that success without balance is no success at all. True success is when your heart, mind, body, and soul are in alignment, when your outer achievements are supported by inner harmony. Stoic philosophy offers timeless wisdom on this matter. The Stoics taught that external success is indifferent. It is neither good nor bad in itself. What truly matters is our character and how we handle fortune and adversity alike. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." According to Stoicism, a wise person does not depend on external achievements for happiness. Instead, he or she maintains balance by cultivating virtues like self-control, resilience, justice, and wisdom. True success, in the Stoic sense, is measured by the tranquility of the soul and living according to reason and nature. Fame and fortune are fleeting. Inner virtue is everlasting. Imagine a tree growing by the riverside. Its branches reach high into the sky, bearing fruits and flowers admired by all. Yet it is the roots, hidden deep beneath the earth, nourished by the waters of balance, that keep the tree standing tall through storms and droughts. Without strong, grounded roots, the tree would topple with the slightest wind. Likewise, without balance between our outer pursuits and inner well-being, we risk falling apart when life's inevitable storms come our way. When balance becomes your goal, everything else falls into place naturally. Your career flourishes not at the expense of your health, but alongside it. Your relationships thrive because you are present, not distracted. You find time for reflection, exercise, learning, and laughter. You measure success not just by what you achieve, but by how at peace you feel within. Balance teaches you to embrace both work and rest, ambition and gratitude, striving and contentment. It's not about doing less, it's about doing things with more purpose and mindfulness. Maintaining balance is not effortless. It requires constant attention and recalibration. Life will always pull us toward extremes, working too much, resting too much, giving too much, or taking too much. The key is daily awareness, noticing when you are leaning too far to one side and gently adjusting back to center. Setting boundaries, prioritizing self-care, nurturing meaningful connections, and making time for introspection are daily habits that protect your inner equilibrium. I challenge you. Take a hard, honest look at your life today. Are you sacrificing your peace, your health, your true joy just to chase a version of success someone else defined for you? If you find yourself off balance, don't wait for life to force you into change. Take control now. Reclaim your balance. Redefine success on your own terms. Choose a life where achievement and fulfillment walk hand in hand. I dare you to start today. One small choice, one bold action, one brave step closer to the life you deserve. Number 5. Break free from limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs are invisible chains that hold us back from reaching our true potential. They are the false narratives we tell ourselves. Ideas like, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve success, I'm too old to start, or people like me never make it. These beliefs often stem from early experiences, societal conditioning, or repeated failures that carve deep doubts into our minds. Over time, they become self-fulfilling prophecies. If you believe you can't, you likely won't even try. They quietly dictate our choices, sabotage opportunities, and shrink our ambitions without us even realizing it. Breaking free from these limiting beliefs is essential if we are ever to live fully, embrace growth, and achieve the life we truly desire. Imagine a bird raised inside a small cage. Every day it sees the bars and believes that the entire world exists within that confined space. One day the cage door is left open, but the bird does not fly away. It has been conditioned to think that freedom is impossible, so it doesn't even attempt to leave. How many of us live like that bird, trapped not by actual barriers but by the barriers we imagine? The walls we think are permanent may simply be illusions built by limiting beliefs, and freedom is often just one brave step beyond them. In my own life, I struggled with a powerful limiting belief, the idea that I wasn't smart enough to achieve great things. I grew up in an environment where achievements were rarely celebrated and mistakes were often magnified. Because of this, I internalized the idea that I was average and shouldn't aim too high. Even when opportunities presented themselves, I hesitated, doubted, and sometimes sabotaged my own efforts. It wasn't until I decided to challenge that belief, by pushing myself to take on hard tasks, seek out mentors, and celebrate small victories, that I started to see my real potential. Over time, I learned that intelligence is not fixed. It grows with effort, curiosity, and persistence. Breaking free from that limiting belief opened doors that once seemed forever closed. Stoic philosophy offers powerful insight into the nature of belief and personal freedom. According to the Stoics, especially Epictetus, our perceptions, not external events, determine our reality. Men are disturbed not by things but by the views which they take of them, Epictetus taught. In other words, it is not the challenges or obstacles themselves that limit us, but how we choose to interpret them. Stoicism teaches that we have complete control over our inner world, our thoughts, judgments, and beliefs. Therefore, if we find ourselves trapped by limiting beliefs, it is within our power to question them, reshape them, and replace them with beliefs that empower and liberate us. When you start recognizing and challenging your limiting beliefs, your entire life changes. You begin to try things you once feared. You speak up when before you stayed silent. You dream bigger dreams and take risks you once thought were foolish. Most importantly, you begin to trust yourself. Every action you take to confront a limiting belief strengthens your confidence and expands your world. Growth begins where fear once reigned. Breaking free from limiting beliefs doesn't mean the fears will magically disappear overnight. It means acting in spite of fear. It means seeing doubt, recognizing it for what it is, a story, not a fact, and choosing to write a new story. It's a continuous process, but with each step, you become stronger, braver, and closer to the person you were always meant to be. Ask yourself, what belief have I accepted as truth that is actually holding me back? What would my life look like if I dared to believe the opposite? The journey to freedom starts with a single courageous question, and the willingness to answer it honestly. Number 6, master discipline and perseverance. Mastering discipline and perseverance is crucial for achieving success in any aspect of life. These two qualities, when combined, create an unstoppable force that enables individuals to overcome challenges, persist through hardships, and ultimately reach their goals. Discipline refers to the ability to stay focused and adhere to a set of standards or rules, regardless of the distractions or difficulties that may arise. Perseverance, on the other hand, is the willingness to keep pushing forward, even when faced with setbacks, failures, or exhaustion. Together, discipline and perseverance form the foundation of a strong work ethic. ensuring that one remains consistent and dedicated to their goals over time. Whether in personal development, professional achievements, or academic success, mastering these traits is essential for anyone striving to reach their fullest potential. The combination of these virtues allows individuals to remain resilient in the face of obstacles and stay committed to their ambitions. Discipline and perseverance are not innate traits, but rather qualities that can be cultivated through practice and conscious effort. Discipline is often built through habits, establishing a routine that promotes focus and reduces distractions. For instance, someone striving to master a new skill or improve their physical fitness would benefit from creating a structured daily schedule, ensuring that they dedicate time and energy to their goals consistently. Perseverance is equally important because it's easy to lose motivation when progress is slow or obstacles seem insurmountable. It requires mental toughness to continue moving forward despite setbacks. This means developing the mindset to see failures as learning opportunities rather than as reasons to quit. The ability to stay the course even when the results are not immediately visible is a hallmark of perseverance. Over time, these two qualities synergize, creating a person who not only works hard, but works smart and consistently, regardless of external factors. Stoic philosophy, originating in ancient Greece, provides invaluable insights on how to master discipline and perseverance. The Stoics, particularly figures like Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, and Seneca, emphasize the importance of controlling one's responses to external events. According to Stoicism, we cannot control the external world, but we can control our reactions to it. This aligns perfectly with the concepts of discipline and perseverance. Discipline, in the Stoic sense, is the ability to remain steadfast in the pursuit of virtue and wisdom, regardless of life's distractions. Perseverance, on the other hand, is about maintaining a sense of equanimity and resilience, even when things go wrong. Marcus Aurelius, for example, wrote extensively about the need to endure hardship with a calm and focused mind, accepting that challenges are part of the human experience. By practicing Stoic principles, individuals can develop the emotional fortitude needed to persevere through difficulties while maintaining their discipline, focusing on what is within their control and letting go of what is not. Take the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, as a testament to the power of discipline and perseverance. Before becoming one of the world's best-selling authors, Rowling faced numerous challenges, including personal hardships, financial struggles, and rejections from publishers. In fact, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone was rejected by 12 publishers before it was finally accepted by Bloomsbury. Throughout this period, she remained disciplined in her writing practice, continuing to work on her manuscript despite overwhelming obstacles. Her perseverance also kept her going through the rejections and the doubts that naturally arise when pursuing such a lofty goal. Rowling's story shows that success doesn't come overnight, and it's the combination of discipline, sticking to the craft of writing, and perseverance, refusing to give up despite repeated setbacks, that ultimately led to her achieving unprecedented success. Moreover, the importance of mastering discipline and perseverance extends far beyond individual success. These qualities can also have a profound impact on one's relationships and overall quality of life. A person who practices discipline is likely to be more reliable, organized, and responsible in their interactions with others. Perseverance plays a vital role in relationships, as it allows individuals to navigate challenges and conflicts without giving up or giving in. These traits are fundamental for fostering trust and mutual respect, whether in friendships, family dynamics, or professional collaborations. Professional athletes, for example, provide another example of how discipline and perseverance come to life. Olympic gold medalists like Michael Phelps or Simone Biles didn't reach their heights by relying on talent alone. Their success is rooted in years of hard work, dedication, and the unwavering ability to push through tough moments when it would have been easier to quit. For them, discipline meant sticking to a rigorous training schedule, while perseverance kept them going through injuries, failures, and moments of self-doubt. They teach us that greatness is often the result of consistent effort and an unyielding attitude, even when the odds seem against us. Mastering discipline and perseverance leads to long-term satisfaction and fulfillment. Success is rarely instant, and the path to achieving significant goals is often a long, winding road filled with ups and downs. However, when individuals commit to their journey with both discipline and perseverance, they learn the valuable lesson that the process of working towards something meaningful is just as rewarding as the end result. The joy of personal growth, the sense of accomplishment from overcoming obstacles, and the satisfaction of reaching one's goals provide lasting happiness and a sense of purpose. Mastering discipline and perseverance is essential for anyone striving for success in life. These qualities are not only about achieving personal goals, but also about developing the emotional resilience to face life's inevitable challenges. With the wisdom of Stoic philosophy and real-life examples of perseverance in action, it is clear that anyone can harness the power of discipline and perseverance to achieve greatness. Ultimately, these virtues help individuals navigate both the external world and their inner struggles, empowering them to reach their highest potential. Number 7, adopt a winning mindset. The only thing you have control over is how you see yourself. How you perceive your abilities, potential, and worth ultimately shapes your experiences, actions, and outcomes in life. While external circumstances, such as challenges, setbacks, or the opinions of others, may seem out of your control, your internal perception and attitude are within your power. Your self-image plays a pivotal role in your success and resilience. When you view yourself positively, with a belief in your capabilities, you create an internal environment that fosters growth, confidence, and achievement. Conversely, negative self-perception can lead to self-doubt, indecision, and a lack of motivation, limiting your potential. The way you see yourself not only defines how you approach life's challenges, but also influences the way others perceive and interact with you. Therefore, cultivating a healthy and empowering self-image is crucial for maintaining a winning mindset. A winning mindset is one that is focused, determined, and resilient. It is the belief that success is attainable through consistent effort, dedication, and a positive outlook. People with a winning mindset understand that obstacles and failures are simply part of the journey, not roadblocks to their success. They approach challenges as opportunities for growth, always learning from setbacks rather than being discouraged by them. A winning mindset fosters self-confidence and encourages individuals to push beyond their limits, believing that they can achieve their goals regardless of difficulties. This mindset is characterized by a never-give-up attitude, where perseverance is key and every step forward, no matter how small, is seen as progress toward the ultimate goal. It also involves being proactive in the pursuit of success, setting clear objectives, and maintaining the discipline to work toward them even when motivation wanes. Consider the story of a young athlete eager to make it to the professional level in their sport. This individual is incredibly talented but is constantly faced with tough competition, injuries, and self-doubt. However, despite these challenges, they choose to view each setback not as a failure, but as a lesson. They understand that the path to greatness is not linear and that every setback is an opportunity to improve. After a major injury that keeps them out for several months, they do not lose hope. Instead, they use this time to work on areas of weakness, hone their skills, and come back stronger. Their winning mindset fuels their recovery, and when they return to the competition, they perform better than ever, ultimately earning a place on the national team. The athlete's story illustrates that a winning mindset is not about avoiding failure, but about maintaining the belief that with the right mindset, any challenge can be overcome. A powerful illustration of the impact of adopting a winning mindset is the story of Thomas Edison, the American inventor and businessman. Edison is best known for inventing the light bulb, but his path to success was far from easy. He faced countless failures, including over 1,000 unsuccessful attempts before finally perfecting the light bulb. Each failure, however, did not discourage Edison. Instead, he viewed these setbacks as valuable learning experiences. His attitude was summed up in his famous quote, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Edison's unwavering belief in his ability to succeed, despite repeated failures, exemplifies the essence of a winning mindset. He persisted in the face of adversity, maintained a positive outlook, and continued working toward his goal until he achieved it. His story serves as a reminder that persistence, resilience, and a positive attitude toward failure are key elements of a winning mindset. Adopting a winning mindset not only benefits individuals in achieving personal goals, but also influences how they interact with others and approach life's challenges. People with a winning mindset tend to inspire those around them, providing motivation and encouragement to others who may be struggling. Their positive attitude creates an environment of support, collaboration, and growth, where everyone feels empowered to succeed. In professional environments, individuals with a winning mindset are often seen as leaders, as they remain focused on the goals at hand and motivate their teams to achieve success. They approach challenges with creativity, resilience, and a sense of urgency, which often leads to innovative solutions and higher levels of achievement within their teams. Another important aspect of a winning mindset is the ability to stay adaptable and open to change. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances can shift rapidly. Individuals with a winning mindset understand that rigidly sticking to one plan or approach can lead to frustration when things don't go as expected. Instead, they remain flexible, willing to adjust their strategies as needed while still keeping their ultimate goals in mind. They focus on the big picture and remain solution-oriented rather than getting bogged down by temporary setbacks. This adaptability, combined with perseverance, allows them to navigate challenges with ease and continue progressing toward their objectives. Finally, adopting a winning mindset is a lifelong process of self-improvement. It requires an ongoing commitment to learning, growing, and maintaining a positive outlook. Those with a winning mindset actively seek opportunities to improve themselves, whether through education, new experiences, or self-reflection. They do not view themselves as perfect or above challenges, but as individuals who are constantly evolving and striving to be better. This mindset encourages continuous personal growth and ensures that individuals are always progressing toward their highest potential. Adopting a winning mindset is crucial for overcoming life's challenges and achieving success. It begins with taking control of how you perceive yourself and maintaining a positive, determined outlook, regardless of the obstacles you face. With a winning mindset, setbacks become opportunities for growth, failures become lessons, and success becomes inevitable. Like the stories of athletes, inventors, and leaders, the power of a winning mindset lies in its ability to transform adversity into success. By staying focused, resilient, and adaptable, individuals can unlock their full potential and achieve greatness in every aspect of their lives. Number 8, conquer yourself, conquer the world. Imagine this. You are standing at the edge of a vast, turbulent ocean, the waves crashing at your feet, the wind howling around you. The world is chaotic, unpredictable, and often overwhelming. In this moment, you have a choice: to be swept away by the storm or to stand firm, grounded in your own strength and resilience. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy, learning to conquer yourself so that you can face the world with unwavering confidence and calm. In a world that constantly demands our attention and allegiance to external achievements, the idea of conquering oneself might seem abstract or even irrelevant. We are bombarded with messages that encourage us to seek validation from others, to accumulate wealth and possessions, and to strive for recognition and status. However, the Stoics understood that true power and fulfillment come not from conquering the external world, but from mastering our own minds and emotions. Conquering yourself begins with self-awareness. It requires a deep understanding of your own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and the ability to recognize when they are leading you astray. This involves a commitment to introspection and self-reflection, as well as a willingness to confront your fears, weaknesses, and limiting beliefs. By shining a light on the aspects of yourself that you may have previously ignored or denied, you can begin to take control of your inner world and shape it in a way that aligns with your values and aspirations. Stoic philosophy offers a powerful framework for this journey of self-mastery. At its core, Stoicism teaches that our perceptions and judgments shape our reality, and that by changing our perspective, we can change our experience of the world. The Stoics believe that we are not disturbed by things themselves, but by our opinions about them. This insight is encapsulated in the famous Stoic teaching that it is not events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. By cultivating mindfulness and practicing the art of prososho, or attention, we can learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without being controlled by them. The practice of prososho encourages us to be fully present in each moment and to consciously choose how we direct our attention and energy. This practice helps us to break free from the automatic, habitual responses that often govern our behavior and to make deliberate choices about how we respond to the world around us. By doing so, we can cultivate a sense of inner calm and clarity that allows us to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Consider the example of a person who is prone to anger and frustration. By adopting a Stoic mindset, this person can begin to recognize the triggers that lead to these emotions and to understand the underlying beliefs and judgments that fuel them. They can then work to reframe their perspective and to respond to situations with greater equanimity and composure. This process of self-mastery is not easy, but it is transformative. It enables the person to break free from the cycle of reactivity and to cultivate a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Reflecting on my own journey, I have found that the principles of Stoicism have been invaluable in helping me to conquer myself. I have learned to observe my thoughts and emotions with detachment, to question my assumptions, and to choose my responses with intention. This practice has allowed me to develop a greater sense of inner peace and resilience, and to approach life's challenges with a calm and steady mind. Conquering yourself is the first step toward conquering the world. By embracing Stoic philosophy, we can learn to master our own minds and emotions, and to cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience that enables us to navigate life's challenges with grace and strength. As you embark on your own journey of self-conquest, I encourage you to ask yourself, what aspects of myself do I need to conquer? How can I cultivate greater self-awareness and self-mastery? By asking these questions, you can begin to take control of your inner world and to shape it in a way that aligns with your deepest values and aspirations. The journey to conquering yourself is not always easy, but it is a path that leads to true power and fulfillment. By mastering your own mind and emotions, you can achieve a state of inner peace and resilience that is unshakable by external circumstances. This inner strength will empower you to pursue your goals with confidence and to make a positive impact on the world around you. Remember, the choice is yours. Will you allow external factors to dictate your reality? Or will you take control of your inner world and become the master of your own destiny? The path to conquering the world begins with conquering yourself. Thanks for watching. Remember, the only thing truly in your control is how you see yourself. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Your self-perception is the foundation of your reality. If you see yourself as strong, capable, and worthy, no external event can ever truly defeat you. This isn't just philosophy, it's the key to real, lasting change in your life. Today, I challenge you. Change the way you see yourself. See the strength inside you, the potential you've barely tapped into. Choose resilience over doubt. Choose growth over fear. Choose to believe that you are enough and capable of becoming even more. If this message resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Let's build a community where we see ourselves and each other, not through the lens of fear or failure, but through the eyes of strength, wisdom, and purpose. Change the way you see yourself, and you will change your entire life. Stay strong, stay focused, and until next time, keep mastering yourself.